Melissa writes in, I feel like I've lost my passion in my current career field of IT. How do I tell if it is from burnout or a loss of interest for the work itself? Well, it's not from burnout. So burnout is not a source. Burnout is a symptom. So I was underneath my crawl space last night, Ian. Yeah, you're laughing already. Like Ian hears that I'm under my house in my crawl space and he immediately starts laughing at me. That tells you Ian knows me well. Yeah, no, I was under there intentionally and I had the flashlight and I was just checking. You know, we got a small leak kind of over in the corner of my garage and I wanted to have some information to tell the plumber when they show up today. So I'm underneath there checking it out, Joe. I got to tell you, it was fascinating under there. Of all the homes I've owned, this is the roomiest and cleanest crawl space I've ever been in. I was quite pleased. And where was I going with this? I was going somewhere. So we're talking about, is burnout a symptom? Sorry, folks, I got to reset and keep you with me. I get distracted sometimes. So is burnout a symptom or is it a source and it's a symptom? And here's what I mean. So I'm under this crawl space and I'm having to squat and walk, something I never do. And I was under there for about 10 minutes. And when I got back out of the crawl space, reattached the door and started to walk back in the house, my daggum legs were tight like I'd been on the Peloton because I don't squat ever. And I certainly don't squat and walk, which is what you have to do in the crawl space. And so I don't have so the symptom is the tightness of the legs and they're sore. Well, what's the source of that? I'm squatting and walking. So when someone tells me they're burned out, is it from burnout? I go, no. You actually named one of the 5 causes of buildup on the heart. And when you get buildup on the heart, we feel burned out. So burnout is the symptom. We want to get to the source. If I go to the doctor with a leg hurting, we're not worried about the leg hurting. We're worried about what's causing the leg to hurt. That's what we've got to get to. So one of the causes I could tell you right here, Melissa, is a loss of interest. You've already identified one of the 5 causes of buildup. You just lost the juice. Maybe you're bored. That's another of the 5 causes. And they are, I got no enthusiasm, no juice for the work. I just don't love it. That's the 1. 2, I'm in a toxic environment, because we can love our work, but if you're constantly going into a toxic environment, believe me, the buildup starts to happen on the heart. Then I feel underappreciated. Okay, I don't feel people want reward and recognition more than they do a raise. Okay, and then of course there is I'm bored. You know, so you've got to figure out if there's 1 or 2 causes here. But you're not burned out at all. This is just, let's get to the source of what's making me feel burned out. And ultimately, something is covering up your heart. And so let's figure out, am I bored? Am I don't have a challenge anymore? I'm looking for a new challenge. So I kind of love the work, or I do love the work, but I've kind of mastered it here and I'm looking for a stretch opportunity. That's what I want you to look into. And then we figure out, oh, okay. Because I get people calling all the time going, should I change careers? In fact, it was yesterday, Joe, we had a young man call in, wants to be a pilot. And he lost his job during COVID. He's like, should I change careers? I'm like, do you want to fly? As much as you always wanted to fly? Oh, yeah, more than anything in the world. Then no, don't change careers. Let's stay afloat and let's re-enter. So that's what I want you to do there.